Alright, what's going on everybody? Judge with Courtroom Gaming and Development. Today we're going to be doing a brief tutorial on how to add a add-on car or a DLC car to your FiveM server. This one that we're working on is going to be qbcore. So first thing that we need to do is we need to find us a car. So I typically go to Google and you can go to FiveM mods, lspdfr.com. We're going to go cars for FiveM, and it'll typically bring us to the GTA 5 mods or lspdfr.com. For this one, we're going to use GTA 5 mods. We're just going to find a car that we're wanting to add. Let's go ahead and add in find some. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll do this. This one is an add-on replacement for FiveM. We're not going to be working on replacements today. We're just going to be focusing on the add-on aspect. So you're going to need WinRAR or 7-zip, anything that you, your preference to extract zip folders. So we're going to go ahead and bring this out here. I always double check the folders just to see how it's set up. And so here we have single player, that's for your LSPDFR or single player. This one right here for FiveM is the one we're looking at. This is going to be our car files. Make sure that we have our resource.lua, our handling meta, or sorry, vehicles meta, and then our handling meta. Use all of these, but those are the main ones that you're going to need for this tutorial. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find our server. Give me just a second to grab that. Alright, so this is kind of how I have my server structured. Just that way it's easily to access what we need to find. So here is our cars folder. We're going to go ahead and bring this over here. And if you watched the last uploaded video, there is a bat file that I've created for the vehicle shared Lua. Today we're going to be doing this manually, so we don't need to worry about that, but if you guys would like to use that, it is there. So we have started this cars folder in our our server.lua or our server.config, I apologize. So we do not have to start this car right here, at least since this category itself is started. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into our stream folder and we're going to copy the name file, everything up to the .ytf. Control C, we're going to go ahead and copy that. And then from there, we're going to come to qbcore, and we're going to go to core, shared, vehicles. And then I personally use Visual Studio Code. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter, and I'm going to just paste that spawn code there temporarily, right? So we're going to copy this whole thing here. We're going to come up to that top line, enter again, and we're going to paste that. So now from here, we're going to Control X and delete. That just cuts it. And then we're going to paste this in these three areas. All right. And so we're just going to highlight this portion that we guys don't get too confused of where we're working on. So this right here is your spawn code. And this right here is whatever you want to name it. So a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll come back here, go back up one page, and we'll just kind of see what they like to name it. Just go ahead and copy that. Sometimes they have the actual name Name it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and paste that. That is what you guys will see inside the dealership at PDM, which we'll get into that here in a second. Brand doesn't really matter. Categories. This is just where that vehicle is going to be in the dealership. So if, for instance, this is a luxury car, right? So I would keep this in compacts, but we're going to switch this from PDM to luxury. Okay. And then from here, this is the price that it's going to be in the dealership. So you wanted to do $0, make it free, $1 billion, whatever your economy is for your situation, go ahead and post it there. So now we got that saved. We got our car files in. One thing I like to do is, hold on, we got to start the server real quick. We'll go ahead and start up our server. Might take us a minute to get the server going. But so since the server was offline, that car is going to start automatically. Give me just a minute. Let me switch over to a different desktop to kind of give you a general idea. All right. So now that we are in the other server, I typically like to load in the car, put it in the server.config, or sorry, the shared vehicle UA. And as we see right here under our TXadmin resources, we'll click the little tab that says only stopped resources. And I'll typically start that car manually. Then we'll hop into server, verify that it's, good. Number one, that it's spawning. 2, it doesn't make you crash. 3, textures are alright. And then fourth and foremost is going to be just to make sure the handling's not, out of whack. There's been cars where they're, a Bugatti Veyron and they do like 90 miles an hour. I've also had like a Honda Civic do like 500 miles an hour. So, we just want to make sure that that car is, handling as it should for your city. Maybe it's just a, have fun city. Whatever the case may be for your city. We will be doing a tutorial later on in regards to the handling files. Just to show you guys that, give me just 1 second. Alright, so now we are back in our test server. We're going to find the car that we just added. Which, if we still have our spawn code saved in our... Nope, not. But, we have it right here. Just to kind of give you guys a general idea on what that handling file looks like for our next video. We're going to go ahead and open this. We're going to open up the handlings.meta. There's a lot of stuff you guys can change here. There's a lot of stuff you can mess up. I'm still not 100% perfect when it comes to, the handling files. But there is a form that'll help you, like Final Drive Force. I know that the this one here, which is a scale up shift, this is how fast it shifts gears. Your brake force, steering lock, traction. I mean, there's just so much stuff here that you can edit to car. But we're going to go ahead and save that for another day. Our tutorial today was just kind of trying to teach you guys how to input a car into your server to where your citizens can buy it and purchase it within city at the dealership. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, or any ideas for future videos, feel free to drop those in the comments. Again, I'm Judge with Courtroom Gaming and Development. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys on the next one.